Hey, today is day 28 of VEDA, and I just got home from work, and now I'm in my PJs, and I'm gonna go to bed, because ooh, my arm looks funny when I do that, because I'm gonna go to bed, because I'm sleepy, and yeah, I might play some video games before that. Also, something I like to do, this is what we'll talk about, something I like to do before I go to bed is to read these like short story mangas by Junji Ito. And I don't necessarily like horror because they rely on like jump scares to scare you, but I do like good horror stories. And Junji Ito makes really good short stories that are in the horror genre because he takes really like normal things and makes them scary, or he just takes weird things that just normally wouldn't be scary and makes them scary, like spirals. He has a whole series, this isn't a short story, the one about the spirals, but he has a whole series about this town that's like cursed by just the idea of a spiral. And it starts off really small and then it gets weirder and bigger and it just gets crazy. It ends really weirdly, actually. But then he has this other like short story series. It's like a series of short stories that revolve around this girl named Tomi, and she's like really pretty, and she has this like curse thing where any guy will like fall in love with her and do what she says, but they usually end up killing her in the end. But she always comes back to life, and if you like chop off her arm will grow another Tomi body, so there's like hundreds of Tomis running around, and it's just very bizarre. It's very bizarre. My favorite thing was he wrote a short story, and it's not a series, it's just like a short story one-off thing called The Enigma of Anagari Fault or something like that. I'm forgetting the name of the fault, but there was like an earthquake in Japan, and then they created this like fault line, and there were these real weird looking holes in the earthquake. There was these weird holes in the fault line, and then people came to look at them, and I'm not going to tell you anything else because you should go read it. It's really bizarre, and that one is actually really good. It's just such an odd thing. It's an unusual horror. He's unusual horror, and it's good. Look it up. Junji Ito. He writes some great unusual horror manga. And his art style is really cool too. Usually anime, everybody's really pretty, so it's hard to make a horror manga where everybody is scary, I guess. I don't know if this is making sense, because if you look at animes and mangas, something is either really twisted and bizarre looking or really pretty. I feel like there's no in between. But Junji Ito's art style, all the characters have this, they look pretty like animes and manga characters will do, but it's not, it's, when you look at it, you'll understand. They look pretty, but they don't look like typical pretty. And they are kind of like, it's like a scary beauty. I'm not describing it right, because yeah, it's good. He does good stuff. Check it out. That's what I like to read before I go to bed. They're short, so I can just read like one story, and then I get a little tired, and they're not like scary where I'm like can't go to sleep. They're just like scary in that you're never going to forget it. They're gonna stick with you forever. And that is what you should read tonight before you go to bed. If you've read any of the stories, totally leave a comment. let me know what you think. If you have other favorite horror manga or movies or whatever, let me know. And I'll tell you if I've seen it, what I think, we'll have a conversation or not. Gotta make it relatable. Have a good night. Bye.